Hey, mahal everyone! Welcome back again to the Broadway Saiyan YouTube channel. I'm your host 40 and we are back with another video on the Alchemist Code. In today's video, we're actually going to go over the upcoming Brave Frontier collab units, Vargas and Selena. We're going to take a look at them a little bit more and kind of decide where they're going to be stacking up as far as global-wise, not JP-wise, although I will be mentioning a little bit of JP to see, how they will stack up later on in the future, and whether or not you should be investing some time and some gems and some money into these units. Now, before I talk about that and go into the video, I do want to mention two things very briefly. The first thing is I've partnered up with a really cool site called MDW Games. They're the ones that I've been telling you guys about where I get my Google Play discounts. I'm going to be leaving the link to their website below. So if you guys are looking to save some money on Alchemist Code or any of the other games that are listed there, check it out. And then if you guys have any questions, feel free to send me a PM on my Facebook, which I link on all of my videos, so I can explain to you more how it works, because I want to be here for the community to help you guys save some money. The other thing I want to mention is that fellow YouTuber Smooth JK has made his own video regarding this topic, regarding Selena and Vargas, so I'm going to be leaving the link to his video on the description below. So check his video out too. He's a really knowledgeable player, and he's a great guy, and great video. So, alright, let's get right into it. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Selena and Vargas. Okay. So we're going to go right back into the news section right here. Now, all of this information that I'm going to be discussing with you guys, I got from the Alchemist Code Global subreddit. So again, please check that group out. I'm going to be always leaving that link for the subreddit on the video description. All of my information comes from there. Those guys are great. They know what they're talking about. A lot of them are very experienced, especially those who have already played the JP version. So check them out. Please check them out. Huge shout outs to them. Okay, so we're gonna first talk about, where is he? Yes, there he is, Mr. Vargas. So what do we know about Vargas? Well, we know that his job one is Soldier, and as we all know, Soldier is kind of like your, I would say it's an introductory class. I'm not sure if there's anything really worth investing into when you try out his Soldier class, unless you really like Soldier. To me, it's an introductory class kind of to teach you how the game works, and Logi and Diaz already have those jobs, and we got to try them out just to kind of learn the game. So that's going to be a class you want to skip. The two classes you really want to focus on, which is exclusive to him, is Pyromancer and Great Pyromancer. One thing cool about these is they're unique, as in Pyromancer is the fire version of the Dark Knight class, and Great Pyromancer is the fire version of the Dark Cavalier class. So if you guys are familiar with those of you who pulled, I want to say Zahar, Anastasia, or Diaz, those classes are very similar to this, except Vargas has a fire element rather than a dark element. So it makes him very unique that he is essentially functioning like those classes, but with a fire element. Now, what's the problem with that? Well, fire is a little bit more resistible than light and dark. As we all know, most mobile games that have like the elemental triangle, it's usually fire, water, earth, or, they're all weak to each other. And then afterwards, right in the corner, there's light and dark, and generally against the other elements, besides themselves, they're neutral. So, the damage is more consistent. But still, it makes Vargas a very unique unit. Now, how does he stack up to the best fire unit for DPS, which is Zangetsu? He trades defense for agility. So he's a little bit faster than Zangetsu, but he's a little bit more of a glass cannon. So you want to kind of try to keep him alive, especially when you unlock his passive from Great Pyromancer, which is Overdrive, which is, again, very similar or exactly the same as a Dark Cavalier passive, where it ups his physical attack, but then it lowers his magic defense and his physical defense. So just keep that in mind. He's very glass cannon. Now, is he worth investing into? Is he worth putting some time into? I'm going to say for the current content, absolutely yes. For one, he's limited, so if you don't farm him up, I don't know why you wouldn't, because to unlock him, you just literally need to do the event. He's not even a unit on the gacha. He's limited, so if you don't work on him now, well, you're not going to have a chance to get him unless Gumi decides to bring these events back later on for global. Who knows? They might. Okay, and also, why should you invest into him? He's extremely free-to-play friendly. Now, as we all know, there's not, unless you're a whale, which unless you spend a lot of money on this game, there's not a lot of people running around with Job 3 characters. For him, we can farm up all of his shards to Job 3, so he is very, very, very good for free-to-play players that aren't really looking to invest into the game, that just want to play this game for free, so he is amazing for that. Now, how do I rate him currently in the meta and global? I'm going to rate him definitely below Zangetsu because as far as consistency and just the mix of classes, I feel like Zangetsu is still a lot more viable and he's still a lot better. So I'm going to rate him, I'm going to give him out of an S, like one of those letter rankings, I'm probably going to give him like maybe a B to A in global. This is very different in Japan. In Japan, he actually fell really hard. So later on in the future, he may not be so good, but currently right now in the meta, I want to give him a B to A rank. He's a good unit, he's free to play, and he's definitely worth farming up. And again, he's limited, and if you really love Brave Frontier, go for it. Farm him up. Okay. And then we are going to go to the unit that everybody is super excited for, more so than Vargas, which is Selena. Now, Selena is acquirable through the gacha. Okay, she is a 5-star base. Hopefully they have a 3-step promo summon. I'm pretty sure they will because they tend to do that for all of their new banners, a 3-step promo, and then they're going to have a 9-step promo. So what is cool about Selena? Well, her jobs are Ice Swordsman, Magic Swordsman, and Ice Princess. Now, what is different about her compared to some of the other units? Well, Ice Swordsman is essentially a water version of Holy Knight. So if you're familiar with Holy Knight, our Holy Knights right now in the game are Logi and Chloe. Those are the two that a lot of people like to use. Well, this Ice Swordsman class is essentially the water version of Holy Knight. And then her job 2 is Magic Swordsman, which we all know from using Vettel and Lofia, offers a lot of flexibility with different elements for different magic sword attacks. Okay, so we're all very familiar with that. Plus, she gets Divine Shelter, which again is very, very amazing because it gives you additional elemental resistances across all elements. And then finally, she gets the Ice Princess, which is essentially the water version of the Holy Cavalier. So Holy Cavaliers such as Chloe or our favorite Holy Cavalier, which is Vettel, she is essentially the water version of them. Now, what's cool about her? Well, she is the only other unit currently in Global that gets both Guardian and also gets Divine Shelter, just like Vettel, and she also gets the passive, where when she's attacked, she has a chance to guard it and take very, very minimal damage from it. Okay, so that makes her very, very good. How does she currently stack right now? Well, one thing that's really good about her is that if you guys are playing a lot of Arena, you are gonna see a lot of people using Vettel, especially in the top. Like right now, I'm around like rank 600. Almost every person that I see is using Vettel because Vettel is just that good. Now, because she's a water elemental unit and Vettel's a fire elemental unit, she's a great counter to Vettel. I even would probably run her alongside Vettel. Like run Vettel as a leader and then have Selena and then have like another unit like Magnus or maybe Holy Brawler Yomi or Holy Brawler Lucian or even Zangetsu or Balt. That would be an amazing team to run in Arena. So that's what makes her really, really good. Now, what are the issues about investing in her? Well, for one, she's a 5-star base, so it's not always guaranteed, okay? You can farm her up with the hard crossover event. However, since she is a 5-star base, I'm not sure if there will be enough time or if it's really worth farming up all those shards for her. But then again, she is a limited time unit, and that's another issue. She's limited time only. And later on, there's going to be units that will stay in the summon pool that are eventually going to outclass her. But for now, she's solid, she's an amazing tank, and she's unique in that she brings a water element versus a light element. How would I say she ranks? I'm going to give her between an A to S rank right now in Global. Okay, in JP, again, just like Vargas, she fell pretty hard, but currently right now in this meta, she is an A to S rank unit. Okay, so what are my thoughts? Should you guys pull on the gacha for Selena? If you guys are going to pull, my recommendation is to just do the 3-step promo, my personal recommendation, okay? Because at least for 4,500 gems, you get 3 multis, and more than likely, Selena will be at a rate up on the 3-step promo. Now, for those of you that really want to whale and really want to max her out because you love Selena so much, by all means, go ahead. You know, don't let me dictate how you guys want to invest in these characters. Again, I'm just giving you my personal thoughts and recommendations on how, you know, I may be moving forward, how I think you guys should be moving forward, but let your decisions be your decisions, okay? And also, don't let a tier list decide how you want to play. A lot of people that I've been talking to are all like, oh, I don't want to use this unit because they suck, but they look really cool. Don't let a tier list decide how you play. The most important thing about any game that you play is that you have fun. If you want to play with a character that you love, who is unfortunately, you know, in the lower tier, play with that character. You know, it doesn't, just because they're not the best doesn't mean that you shouldn't play, okay? The most important thing is to have fun. Anyways, I hope this video helps you guys out in deciding whether or not you should be investing some time into Vargas and Selena for the upcoming collab event. Again, don't forget about MDW games for you guys that are going to be investing in your mobile games. Links are below, as well as Smooth JK's video and the Facebook group and the subreddit. Guys, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe if you're new for future Alchemist Code content. Once again, my name is 40, I'm the Broadway Saiyan. Stay tuned for the next video. Mahal, everyone!